Welcome everyone to the final partner webinar of 2021. For those who don't know me, I'm Denise Podner, Manager of Chef Partnerships. And we just wanted to take the opportunity on this last webinar in December, and we know everyone's busy either with end of year closings, holidays, everything going on in our hectic lives. Just thought we'd take this time, and this will probably be pretty short webinar, just to kind of summarize a little bit about what we did over this last year and kind of get a glimpse into things that we'll be doing for next year. So again, want to appreciate everyone taking time to watch or participate in this webinar, and we'll get started. You know, I think we've shown this slide every webinar this year, but the thing that makes me very happy about that, it's been the same people. So we have really been able to assemble a team over this last year that has continued to be more dedicated and knowledgeable on what our partners need, what we need to be doing, and putting all of that into action. So if you haven't had a chance to meet our partner team, I hope at some point you definitely will. But we are all very, very committed to our partners out there and are looking forward to working again with all of you in this coming new year. So kind of just the agenda, again, as I kind of already talked about that, you know, we'll talk about some milestones, a glimpse into 2022. I can address, what some of our latest developments in offering our products out in the marketplace. And then we can open it up to questions with, anything that you guys have. You can also, make sure you put those in the chat. I'm hoping that as partners, you're finding it easy to work with us. That is something that we really have tried to improve over this last year. So I think you may have seen that with, we made some improvements to our partner portal, tried to do more enablements, the monthly webinars, the monthly newsletters. And you're going to see us enhancing all those activities in this coming year. Another thing I want to point out is that one thing that we've tried to do is be a little bit more strategic with our partners. So we have a partner program put into place that is very flexible. We work with partners if they want to transact or not transact. And then trying to identify the partners who want to be a little bit more strategic, and let's work together, put a plan together, and see, how we can work with the partner strengths, Progress's strengths, and really drive some activity into the market. So just want to point out that if that is something that you've been thinking about, you're interested in doing, please reach out to me or your other contacts here at Progress, and let's have a conversation on how we can be more strategic together. Some 2021 highlights. We have, we had Chef Conf. We recognized our top partners in public sector, the wins that we've been having there. More, partner of the year, with really, as I mentioned, kind of taking a more strategic approach to how we work together. Technology partner of the year, and then also, we've identified those up and coming partners on, ways that we could be more strategic together. So, it was a fantastic year with all of them. They all have different strengths. I think the best thing for me that's come out of this is that we put together more plans on how we can continue the success that we have been seeing in 2021 and grow that in 2022. Let's see, I'm just looking through, let's see. The other thing is whipping up some awesomeness, that's always a fun one for me to say, is working with AWS and their Twitch series. That was a great program, and I'll be highlighting some links that this is definitely, if you had not had the opportunity to see that, this is something you definitely should be looking at. Also, we have partner feedback. This is the first time that we've kind of actually put together a survey and said, okay, partners, you know, how was it working with us? We may think we're doing great, but we really want to hear from you. Like, where do you want us to focus on getting you more resources or more enablement? And I think you'll see that that's definitely a theme that we'll be focusing on for 2022. But we want to hear from you. And so I know we sent this out, and I'm hoping everyone has a chance to respond to it and give us your thoughts and how we can improve. Another area is Chef Comp 21. Good information there. I'll go into some more detail, again, providing links to those resources, but that, you know, wish it could have been in person. And so, but still, we really, I thought, did a good job on providing information, you know, with roadmaps, new messaging and so forth to customers and our partners. So some of the things that we are looking at for 2022. So we've been doing these webinars now for, let's see, for every month for the entire year of 2021. Sorry, my phone's dinging. And we, you know, we've been looking at that and saying, okay, so now we have been, one of our goals was to have consistent conversations with our partners, right? And now we're doing that. We've been doing that with the webinars and the newsletters. And we're now saying, okay, how can we take that to the next step? So what we're thinking of doing is, our plan is to maybe continue the newsletters. So sorry, continue the newsletters and then move, instead of doing the webinars, we will move those to more an enablement session. So we can focus again, it can be on a technology, it could be on a product, it could be on new feature releases, the roadmap, it could be on the sales side, it could be on the marketing side, ways that we can go to market together. But we're going to do those on a quarterly basis and be more in depth and more detailed on the information that we're giving you. So, you know, more information will be coming on this, what that will look like, how long the sessions will be, what point in the quarter. We'll, you know, lay it out for the year, if it, you know, for the technical, the sales and marketing, and really try to get that information out to you as you know, so you can plan on participating in those enablements. So again, would love to hear your feedback, your thoughts on that, but we are going to try to go a little bit more in depth with the information that we're sharing. Let's see. The other thing is, we're going to bring back something that we've had before, and it kind of has filtered off and not been used so much. But again, as I've said, that one of our goals is to increase our communication on a more consistent basis with you. We're going to bring back our partner Slack. Again, we'll be providing you more information as far as, you know, what it will take to, you know, sign up for that if you're not already there, the channels that we'll create, the group channels. But I think that to get quick access to the partner team, to information, that is going to be a really good way for us to communicate. So I'm very excited about this, and I think that we'll definitely see some improvements in the way we communicate together. So as I said, that you should be getting more information in January on that. Okay, so I want to share with you, just highlight some areas that I felt, and actually I think I'm not the only one, but many members of our team felt were really important as far as if you miss this, this is a good point to say, call it out and say, go and take a look at this information or this article or whatever it may be. The first one is the SAP article. This was a blog that SAP wrote, not anything to do with us. They went and wrote this on their own, about how InSpec has helped them with automating quickly as possible in the public cloud. So this is a great article if you are seeing customers out there, as far as in a hybrid cloud situation, they need to scale fast, and this demonstrates how they can do that with automation with very low risk. And this is really all about InSpec. And this is what we have been seeing our successes out in the field, out in the market with customers. This is a huge concern. And I think this article does a really good job on telling that story. So I really encourage anyone who has the opportunity, if you haven't already, to get this link and read it. The next one would be, as I had mentioned earlier about, we were able to present at the AWS Twitch team on their channel. And again, we were talking, it's a really good in-depth, like it's an hour-long presentation given by our sales engineering, of really talking about what we're seeing out there in the market and how it's being implemented. So it's not only about the what, but it's really about the how. Of security in the cloud with InSpec. And again, as I say, we are seeing so many wins in that area. I want to make sure that all our partners are able to be familiar with that and tell the story too. And this does a really, really good job with that. Okay, all the resources with all the sessions in Chef Conf. Hopefully, I would like to think that all of our partners attended Chef Conf and were able to attend multiple sessions. I know in reality, as we all get very busy, and again, it wasn't in person, it was all online, virtual, and I know we're all burned out on that. There's a lot of good information. So I just don't want anyone to miss this. So that's why I brought this up in the summary at the end of the year webinar here. If you weren't able to see all of the sessions, or you weren't able to see any of them, I encourage everyone just to go back and take a look at what the sessions were about. I felt very, very blessed that we had a lot of partners who presented during Chef Conf and had great stories. And I'm hoping that next year for Chef Conf, we'll have even more partners participating in these sessions. Again, want to highlight webinars. We had a lot of webinars this year that our teams are putting out there. And it's been great stuff. So, again, wanted to highlight some of the key ones that I think if you didn't get the opportunity to see it, I highly encourage you to take some time and review these. The product roadmap. I think that being able to see where we are today, what we envision ourselves doing, over the next 6 months, over the next year, and having that insight into that is really helpful and beneficial. And I can say that one of the biggest benefits of being acquired by Progress is that they really have put that whole process into place. We are very focused on what we are doing and what our outcomes will be. And I think being able to see this in these webinars is a really useful amount of information for you. We have Aquilas. We partner with Aquilas as far as secret management. I would absolutely encourage you to take a look at how their approach to that is, and how we're working together. We're continuing to do more integrations, more events to get that story out there. Chef Compliance. It's, again, if you haven't done anything with chef compliance with Inspec, really should get what our latest story is on that, our latest messaging, because that's where, again, we're seeing the success out there in the market. You know, chef is no longer just about infrastructure, which a lot of people think that's what we do. And we still do that, but we've taken that same concept and applied it to the compliance and security aspect of it. And it's what customers are looking for in today's world of DevOps. The hackathon, you know, hearing a little bit about the projects that were very, very impressive. You can hear those stories. I'm very proud to say that one of our partners won the prize award, and it really wasn't the partner, it was the person. But it's very, very impressive. And when we say that the projects that wowed our judges, it really did wow them. So those are good stories to listen to. A basic getting started with chef infrastructure. These are all really good things to just, hey, let me just check this out. It's just, some easy reads, I think are worthwhile, especially if you have any new people who have been brought into your company and maybe working with chef. These are really good entry point blogs and reads to have, which will link to more resources. And with that, do we have any questions? Manasa, do you want me to look? Sorry, I move my cursor. Is there anything in the chat?
No, there are no open questions yet, but I just want to reiterate that the feedback that we have sent out, the first email has been sent out today, and it'll be open until December 30th. So I encourage each of our partners to share the feedback. I just wanted to reiterate. And
great.
There are no open questions.
Okay. Well, again, this was a short, just a 15-minute kind of summary on what we've been doing. There's a lot more exciting stuff to be coming. I've really enjoyed working with all our partners this year. I'm looking forward to working with even more of you and continuing to build our relationship and, see success out there for you and for us. So I want to take this opportunity to say, to a great 2022. Everyone stay healthy. I hope everyone just has a very joyous holidays and start to the new year. Thank you.